Yes, sir, man. Super Bowl 60 is set to happen tomorrow, and I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I don't know about you, but your boy is turned. I'm excited, man. I always love about the Super Bowl time because the one thing about the Super Bowl is it always brings the fans and the non-fans together. Meaning the people that have no idea what a first down is or a touchdown is, or let alone who's even playing a Seahawk or a Patriot. They don't even know. Only thing they know is Bad Bunny is performing tomorrow. My boy Bad Bunny. If you don't know Bad Bunny, you better go do your research on Bad Bunny. But anyway. These bring the two fan worlds together because it's like you got your real fans like me that actually watch the game. That's like, it's the last game of the season. Meaning we don't get no more football until September of next year. We don't get no more football until September, August of basically next year when college and the NFL is back. So we pretty much got to go the next 5 to 6 months without football. Yes, we're going to have basketball. We're going to have March Madness, the NBA playoffs, the NBA finals. But none of those things compare to the Super Bowl. None of those things compare to the college football national championship. So again, tomorrow's game is very important. So people trying to belittle it, oh, it's just the Super Bowl, it's just the Seahawks. No, ma'am, no, sir. This is the biggest game of them all because, again, last game of the year until September. So a lot of guys ain't going to know what to do. A lot of guys going to be lost. So this game right here is important. However, I think the New England Patriots, will win tomorrow's game 35-24. And the reason why I feel like tomorrow the New England Patriots will win this game is simply because of the fact that they have the best defense. Again, as we've seen in these Super Bowl big championship games, defense always wins championships. We saw it last year. Last year is a prime example of defense winning championships. The Chiefs on paper had a better team than the Eagles. Sure, Saquon Barkley ran for 2,000 yards, but we were questioning whether or not Jalen Hurts could really get it done last year. We were questioning that. Offensively, the Eagles were struggling all year long. Somehow, some way, the only shining light they had was Saquon just running for 2 billion last year, which he couldn't even sniff that this year. So we see defense last year, Jalen Carter. Them boys really getting up front, getting after Patrick Mahomes last year, bro. He had no chance. So again, tomorrow, the Patriots not only lead the league in yards allowed, meaning they've only given up 200 yards this year. Not to mention they have the most sacks this postseason at 12. So that means the 3 games that they played against the Chargers, the Texans, and also the Broncos, they've managed to get 12 sacks out of those. Coming into this football game, I trust New England's defense over Seattle's defense. Because Seattle's defense and Seattle's road to even get here, to me, was almost like you just had to win your division twice. The 49ers were playing with house money. They were playing with a lot of injuries. No George Kittle, no Bosa, no Fred Warner. So their best players, no Ayuk. None of their best players were even on the field. Sure, they had Christian McCaffrey, and they had Trent Williams, and they had Brock Purdy, so they still had some of the main characters there. But their best players, George Kittle is their best receiver, right? Fred Warner is their best player on defense. Bosa is one of their best players on defense. Without those guys, the 49ers couldn't do it. And then the Rams were smoking hot, but defensively, the Rams couldn't stop a nosebleed. So the Seahawks had to basically win 2 home games in order to get to the Super Bowl. The Patriots had to go on the road and win, and they had to play in the blizzard. Which team do you trust more? So again, they have a head coach, and Mike Vrabel, that knows and has been in this situation before. Has been to the mountaintop multiple times as a player, so he knows firsthand what these guys are going through. Now he's just on the other side as a head coach. But this is going to be a good game tomorrow. I think it's going to be a great halftime show with my man Bad Bunny. With my man Bad Bunny tomorrow. It's going to be a great halftime show. And I think overall it's going to be a better game than it was last year because last year it was a blowout. And then by the time Kendrick came on stage, ain't nobody really was checking for it because the game was so bad. So I think this year the game will be a lot better. It'll be a lot high scoring. I think both of these teams will score, put points on the board. I don't think it'll be 41-8 like it was last year. That was embarrassing where Mahomes was just heaving it from half field, trying to just find Xavier Worthy. Like, that was boring. So hopefully we get more scoring tomorrow. And we're going to get Bad Bunny. But we'll check back in after the game and we'll talk about it. We're going to break it all down. Because, again, I believe Super Bowl 60 is going to be a classic game.